All right, so we've talked about combining like terms. The next way to simplify an expression is to do what's called distribution or the distributive property. So we're going to say that I can simplify expressions by distributing. Okay, so think about the word distribute. That means to like share evenly or spread out. So we're kind of doing that with multiplication. So remember that we show multiplication with parentheses. So this means 5 times 4 plus 3. So 5 times whatever 4 plus 3 is. And normally with our order of operations, we do what's inside of the parentheses first. 4 plus 3 is 7. So then we would do 5 times 7 is 35. Another way you can do it is to what we call distribute. So you're going to take 5 times 4 and then add 5 times 3. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 5 times 3 is 15, and you still get 35. So when we have something like this with variables, I don't necessarily know what 6 times m is, because I don't know m minus 3. I can't do what's in parentheses first, okay? Because I don't know what m minus 3 is. I can't subtract that any further until I figure it out. So it lets us do the multiplication without knowing it. That was a lot of words. My bad. So it says the distributive property, so this idea, lets you multiply a sum, so adding two things together, by multiplying each addend separately. So you just multiply each part that you're adding together, and then whatever that answer is, you add the products together. So like here, we multiplied by each thing we were adding. We were adding 4 and adding 3. So I multiplied those on their own. Then their product, their answers, I added those together to get to the end. So that's very helpful when we have unknown numbers, right? We have to have a way that we can still do that multiplication and kind of do our order of operations, basically, without knowing what the variable is. Okay. So let me get another color and I'll color code. Does this one show up okay? It's okay. So 5 times the quantity, 2x plus 7, I'm going to take 5 times 2x and then I'm going to take 5 times 7. And just like when we were combining like terms, I want you to circle that plus with the 7 so that you know it belongs to the 7. Okay. I'm not going to use that color. It's terrible. That's okay. I'll survive without color coding. It's fine. Okay. So 5 times 2x, you can multiply a term. So I'm just going to take 5 times 2. Is 10. That took me a second. Okay, so 5 times 2 is 10. So 5 times 2x is 10x. And then 5 times 7 is 35. Okay. So to put it all together for our final answer, this 35 is positive. So it's going to be 10x plus 35. So this one, 6 times, in parentheses, the quantity, m minus 3. So I'm going to take 6 times m, and then this minus belongs to the 3. And I'm going to do 6 times negative 3. Six times m, remember that this is a 1m. 6 times 1 is 6. This is a 6m. 6 times negative 3 is negative 18. Okay. And then I'm just going to put them together. So 6m minus 18. All right, so here you can also distribute a negative. So I'm going to do negative 7 times 2y. This minus goes with the 4, so I'm going to do negative 7 times negative 4. I can use my calculator. Negative 7 times 2 is negative 14. So this is negative 14y. And then negative 7 times negative 4 is 28. Okay. That's a positive 28. So our final answer is negative 14y plus 28. If you want to know why we're adding that plus, I can show you. Just ask me. Happy to do that at a convenient time. But just know that if it's a positive, it's going to be plus. If it's a negative, it's just going to change to minus. So over here, 6 times the quantity, negative 8 plus 5k. So I'm going to take 6 times negative 8. And then this is plus 5, so positive 5k. I'm going to do 6 times negative 8, close the parentheses, is negative 48. And 6 times 5 is 30. So 6 times 5k is 30k. And this is a positive 30k, so I'm going to be adding it. So my final answer is negative 48 plus 30k. So negative 9 times the quantity, 2w plus 4. So I'm going to take negative 9 times 2w. And then negative 9 times 4. You can use your calculator, negative 9 times 2. Okay. So I'm just multiplying the coefficient. I can't type the w into my calculator. So I'm just using it for the number portion, and I know that the w still needs to go with it. So this is negative 18w. The negative 9 times 4 is negative 36. So that negative is going to become a subtraction. Negative 18w minus 36. So I'm going to distribute this 4 to the negative 8. 4 times negative 8. This minus belongs to the c. It's going to be 4 times negative 1c. 4 times negative 8 is negative 32. 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. So 4 times negative 1c is negative 4c. So negative 32 minus 4c. All right, so that's it for distribution. Yep, on the back you have the practice. Sorry, my brain paused for a second. So go ahead and try it on your own. Just make sure that you're multiplying each thing together and then putting them together at the end.